Charles Barkley, basketball MVP, 11-time All-Star, and one of the most entertaining personalities in sports history. But when Sir Charles picked up a golf club, things went sideways. Today we're not talking about his slam dunks or rebounds. We're getting into this. The golf swing that became a meme before memes were even a thing. It was clunky, awkward, and completely unfixable, or so we thought. This is not what you expected. To bring you this story, our team scoured ESPN, Essentially Sports, and Golf Digest, piecing together every detail of Barkley's unbelievable journey. And trust us, you'll want to stick around until the end because there's one final twist to his comeback that'll blow your mind. Before we talk about his golfing career, let's first take a step back on how he was known in basketball. Officially listed at 6'6", but closer to 6'4", Barkley didn't just compete with the league's giants, he dominated them. Nicknamed the round mound of rebound, Barkley was unstoppable. He played power forward like no one else, using his unique combination of strength, agility, and sheer willpower to outplay opponents half a foot taller. With over 20,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, and 4,000 assists in his career, Barkley stands among the all-time greats like Kareem, Wilt, and Duncan. But Barkley wasn't just known for his dominance on the court. His larger-than-life personality, fiery opinions, and unfiltered commentary made him a beloved and sometimes controversial figure in the world of sports. Barkley's journey to the NBA was anything but conventional. Coming out of Auburn University, he was seen as an oddity, a chubby, undersized power forward whose only standout skill seemed to be rebounding. But it didn't take long for him to prove the doubters wrong. Drafted 5th overall by the Philadelphia 76ers in 1984, Barkley joined a team stacked with legends like Julius Erving and Moses Malone. He quickly made his mark, becoming one of the league's most electrifying players. Whether it was grabbing rebounds in traffic, rumbling coast to coast for a dunk, or draining shots from the perimeter, Barkley's versatility and tenacity earned him the nickname Sir Charles and solidified his place among the NBA elite. After a celebrated 16-year career, Barkley transitioned from the hardwood to the broadcast booth, becoming a staple on TNT's Inside the NBA. His hilarious takes and unfiltered honesty made him a fan favorite all over again. But while Barkley continued to thrive in the spotlight, there was one area where his larger-than-life persona hit a snag: the golf course. Charles Barkley's retirement from basketball wasn't the storybook ending many hoped for, but it was emblematic of the grit and realism that defined his career. After 16 electrifying seasons in the NBA, Barkley decided to hang up his sneakers in 2000. The decision wasn't driven by a loss of passion for the game, but by the physical toll it had taken on his body and the recognition that his time as a top-tier athlete was coming to an end. Barkley was known for his relentless style of play. Despite being an undersized power forward, standing at just 6'4", he battled in the paint against players much taller and heavier, becoming one of the league's premier rebounders and scorers. Over time, the wear and tear on his body became undeniable. The breaking point came in December 1999, during his final season with the Houston Rockets, when he suffered a ruptured quadriceps tendon in his left knee. The injury sidelined him for months and symbolized the inevitability of aging for even the most gifted athletes. While Barkley made a valiant effort to return for one final game in April 2000, his body could no longer keep up with the demands of professional basketball. He retired without ever winning the elusive NBA championship, but his legacy as one of the greatest players of all time was firmly intact. After retiring from the NBA, Barkley transitioned to life as a commentator on TNT's Inside the NBA. His larger-than-life personality and candid commentary quickly made him a fan favorite. But the competitive fire that had driven him on the court didn't extinguish. It simply shifted to a new arena, the golf course. Golf offered Barkley a fresh challenge. Like many retired athletes, he turned to the sport as a way to stay active and channel his competitive spirit. However, it didn't come easily. While basketball had been second nature to him, golf was a completely different beast. Barkley initially struggled, becoming infamous for his awkward swing. It was painful to watch. A swing so broken it defied explanation. Fans and analysts alike couldn't believe their eyes. Charles Barkley's golf swing is, well, let's just call it unique. Despite years of ridicule, Barkley kept at it. He loved golf, and deep down, he wanted to get better. After years of frustration, Barkley finally decided to fix his swing. He worked with legendary coach Hank Haney, who had his work cut out for him. Breaking decades of bad habits wasn't easy, but Barkley refused to give up. Slowly but surely, the hitch disappeared. His swing smoothed out. And before long, Barkley was hitting drives nearly 300 yards, straight and true. From being the laughingstock in golf to shocking fans with a new and improved swing, how did he do it? Barkley's golf struggles were legendary. His chaotic swing, characterized by jerky motions and mid-swing pauses, made him a walking meme. Despite his basketball brilliance, his ventures into golf seemed more comedic than competitive. Barkley's early days in the sport weren't always disastrous. He initially showed promise. However, overloading on lessons left him with 10 voices in his head, and his game unraveled. By 2018, he hit rock bottom, struggling to break 100 on the scorecard. Enter Stan Utley, a renowned golf coach who took on Barkley's swing as a challenge. Utley recognized that Barkley's infamous hitch was rooted in mental tension rather than purely physical mechanics. The remedy? Simplifying his approach. Utley's mantra, "Cast the club," helped Barkley free his wrists and his mind. By focusing on one swing thought instead of 10, Barkley began rebuilding his swing and his confidence. A pivotal moment came during a 40-minute lesson with Utley. Though it took nearly 2 years to see consistent improvement, Barkley embraced the process with the same grit that defined his basketball career. His dedication paid off, and he began to enjoy golf for the first time in decades. Today, Barkley's game is functional and enjoyable, with a reported handicap of 10, a far cry from his earlier struggles. His journey has inspired not only himself, but also others in the golfing world. During a practice session with many tour players, Barkley encouraged them with words that reflected his own philosophy. Determination is what separates great athletes. Barkley's resurgence was on full display at recent celebrity tournaments, such as the American Century Championship in Lake Tahoe, where he showcased his improved swing. His enthusiasm was evident as he texted Utley afterwards saying, "This weekend was awesome. I can't thank you enough." His performance at TNT's The Match further cemented his comeback. Competing alongside legends like Bill Murray, Michael Phelps, and Wayne Gretzky, Barkley's presence was no longer just for laughs, it was respected. Barkley's coach, Stan Utley, believes there's more to come. With plans to refine Barkley's short game, Utley predicts an even brighter future for his star pupil. For now, Barkley relishes the joy of the game, inspiring fans with his transformation. From meme-worthy mishaps to competitive play, Charles Barkley's golf journey is a testament to perseverance, resilience, and the power of starting over. From his days dominating the basketball court to becoming a golf meme, and finally to silencing critics with a new and improved swing, Barkley proves that reinvention is always possible with the right mindset and effort. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Barkley's remarkable golf comeback and want more stories about the intersections of sports and personal growth, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next story. It might just inspire you to pick up a club and take your own swing at greatness.